QB don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
Yeah, man, we back, man. It's Parlay with us, man. We live, we back. It's me, Mr. Bean, Stony Crook, Hustle Stacks. Shondo will be chiming in when he get it. But we doing it again, man. It's live. We doing it for the people, man. That's how we do it. Straight from Boston, Beantown based podcast, man. And we got Stacks coming out of the way of Tampa, Florida, Newport Richie. So yeah, man, it's NFL player preseason recap. We got the Red Sox going for the Yankees sweep if they could do it. Right now they down 2-0. I don't know if they scored any runs at that moment since I've been taking a look on the ticker. But yeah, man, that's what we're gonna get y'all today, man. We're gonna get y'all some of that news. We're gonna probably pivot in some other stuff in there, man. You got Premier League back out there. I've been taking a look at the ticker on the Premier League. So I probably give y'all some scores on some new things going on the Premier League on the football side of things too. So with that being said, let's get it cracking. What's up, Stoney? What's up, Stacks, man? Let's give it to the people.
What's up, man? The NFL season's upon us. Excited, man. Preseason, I think it's gonna wrap up maybe tomorrow.
Yep.
Man, we about to get busy, man. The real season's about to begin.
Nice, man. So Stacks, what you think about the preseason so far, man? I know you've been able to probably get a little bit of insight on some of these games, man. And I see your boy Shiloh likes to play slap boxing in on the field. But go ahead.
Play slap boxing at home now. He got cut. Yeah. They cut him today.
They cut him today.
Yeah, it was a long shot for him to make any team shit. He wasn't that good in college.
Okay.
I'm quite sure, Coach Prime probably made a phone call, got him on Tampa probably. But
right.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, the kid be lucky to be on somebody's practice squad at the end of the day.
Wow. I didn't know that his game was that not saying, I didn't know that he wasn't, on that level. I thought he was somewhere on that level. Not on the level, but somewhere on that level. So to be surprised at saying that he got cut with his first, NFL stint, that's kind of show like, BOC level talent. Yeah,
right. Work harder, and I mean, hey, he might have a shot. Somebody could pick him up off the waivers.
Right.
He still has an opportunity, but we'll see what happens. I mean, somebody got to see that talent in him. They got to see that potential, in order for him to get another opportunity. So we'll see.
So Stacks, what else you got going? What else you see going on in the NFL right now? That you think that's interesting right now?
Nah, I say most
you guys, you and Crook. I'm asking y'all because I haven't been in the loop too well. I just been taking a look on what's going on the app and a little bit of highlights. Actually, I watched a few games. It is all garbage to me when I'm watching some of these preseason games, especially if I'm catching it all in the second and third quarter. It's like, who is these guys out here? So, but I did get a couple to watch a few teams. I watched the Patriots at the end, get mollywopped at the end, shit like that. But yeah, who y'all think? Look, what do y'all think about? What are y'all seeing in these preseasons? What do y'all see out there? And not just the Patriots, anybody.
I mean, I don't see nothing. I mean, it's the same shit. Yeah, it's the same shit. You don't really see nothing. Ain't nobody gonna show you too much. They're gonna run guys out there, take a couple plays. I mean, it is what it is. You gotta evaluate. I usually give teams only about 3 games in for you see what's really going on with them. But Patriots, I don't think they defense. None of their defense hardly played, so it's hard. It's hard to really get into that.
So that's just basically what you guys are saying. It's just business as usual. Some of these second tier, second round draft guys, third, fourth round, fifth round draft guys fighting for a spot on the 53-man. That's all it is, right?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what the preseason is, to see what you got out of the rookies. The young players coming in. It's all about the young players because the veterans, they got to be real careful. Like crazy shit could happen in the preseason. And
that's fact. We've seen that. That's why preseason is the way it is now.
Right. They're not taking any chances. They'll bring in Holmes for 3 plays. All right, we out of there. because they know the veterans, you know, they're ready to go. And I think you see the veterans get a lot of reps in practice. I think practice is where
That's when they get their reps. Yeah.
They really go to work in practice. And I think real game, they just give them a little taste of it. But I think preseason is mainly for the rookies, the young guys. And
let me ask you a question. I watched this situation. Sorry to cut you, Stoney. Because you're talking about preseason and talking about getting reps in and stuff. I just want to piggyback off of that real quick. So I watched 2 games. I watched a little bit of course, the Patriots at the end. They was focusing on the kid Dart out of with the Giants. They was focusing on him. What Stacks, and I want to ask you that too, Stacks. What is you think is the main focus on this kid Dart? Which he threw for 300 and something yards. I don't know about the TDs. I don't know about the sacks. I don't know what else, but I just saw a quick flash of the 300 and something yards. Do you think he's playing for a starting position on Wilson?
I mean,
you got Jameson came in. I watched some. The kid got smacked on a fumble. The Patriots punched the ball out, whatever. He went to the fucking the tent, and Jameson jumped in real quick and threw a TD. So, but they still showcased him more in that game than is it the situation is like, okay, let's sit Wilson, sit Jameson, and let this kid let's see what we got out of him.
That kid should be that kid should be the starter, man. I don't know what.
That's what I'm asking. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
that kid should be starting. The other 2 guys should be behind him, and that's what it is. But I mean, that's about it. That kid should be starting, man.
Do you think it's really gonna go down like that, though?
Yeah, they already said Russell Wilson is a starting QB. They already let that be known.
Who, Russell?
Yeah,
but he's gonna be on a short leash, though. He's gonna be on a short leash.
Because way I like Russell, but when you see him, if y'all watch the game, he's out there high-fiving and cheerleading for the guys, for both Dart and Jameson. And when I watched that, I looked at it and I said, yeah, he's already the starter.
Yeah,
he ain't worrying about like what they gonna do during these preseason games or whatever flashes that Dart might have or what Jameson might do. We already know what Jameson could do. So, I'm just looking at that with the Giants. And the other one is the Cowboys with Bill Milton. Are they throwing him out there for a reason?
But real quick, the Cowboys, they got a great documentary on Netflix, man.
It sure is, Tony.
My goodness, that is one of the best documentaries I've seen in a long time, man. You got to check that out. You got to check that out. And because of that documentary, I'm kind of watching the Cowboys right now. Like, I want to see what these guys are gonna do with Michael Parsons, man. How that relationship is gonna pan out. And time's running out for Jerry Jones, man. Let me tell you, they got to do something, man. And he's just late. He's just always late to pay his players, and it's biting him in the ass because he's getting them at a more expensive rate for waiting. You get them early, the price is not going to go up by the time you decide to sign Parsons. He could have gone Parsons a lot earlier in this contract talk, and he could have gotten a deal that would have been in his price range. But now the price gone up with this guy in Cleveland when he signed Garrett. What's the guy, the defensive end in Cleveland? He just signed a ridiculous contract. The defensive guy, I forgot his name.
What's his name, man?
Garrett,
yeah. Right. Garrett signs this ridiculous contract. Now Parsons, the price went up. Now he's going to have to overpay Parsons. Had he took care of him early, he wouldn't have to pay that big price tag. But that's something to watch because they need Parsons, man. Without Parsons, that defense is going to be garbage. The offense, man, they're in trouble. They don't really got a good running game. I mean, they picked up the guy from Denver, Javonte Williams, but they got a lot of problems over there. But that's what I'm watching right now. I'm interested to see how this Dallas team is going to move forward, especially with that Parsons situation going on.
Yeah.
But that documentary is really good.
It is really good. It is really. It is. I don't fuck with the Cowboys either, but that documentary.
Yeah, I don't fuck with the Cowboys, but I'll take a look at it.
You gotta check it out.
I don't mess with Jerry Jones. Period. You know, but yeah, I'll check it out. The Cowboys, even when the Cowboys was a famous team, just talking about them real quick, even when the Cowboys was a storied franchise back in the days with the Aikman and the Smith and Dion and all of them, I didn't like them. Remember them? Remember that team?
Oh, yeah, I hated them.
Remember that team? We were San Fran fans, nigga.
Yeah, we were San Fran fans.
San Fran fans. I would never forget them days. I remember them dudes was trying to, we was San Fran. Montana and them couldn't do no wrong on our eyes back in them days.
I rooted for the Bills and
T, you had me on T. Stacks, you had me on that. One thing I could say, I was on football. I used to watch a lot. I was like more like, I wouldn't even say what fan I was back then. It definitely wasn't a Patriot fan. But I'll tell you,
San Fran.
But San Fran, man, T put me on. T put me on the San Fran with Ronnie Lott and all them dudes. T used to be like, Lott.
Roger Craig.
I remember T used to talk about Lott and Craig and all them dudes, man. They had that's a straight dynasty. You're right, though. That was my first favorite football team. Was the San Francisco 49ers. I'll never forget that. And that was because of T. I ain't gonna lie that. You hit me to them.
San Fran was the team, period.
Mm-hmm. When everybody was on Dallas.
Joe Montana was so smooth with it. It was hard not
to Yeah. Shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube and Facebook things, man, and the Twitch side. Thanks for coming through, man. If you're coming through and you got any comments on the live about what we're talking about on these different sports genres and these sports topics, feel free to jump in, man. This is Parlay with us, man. We welcome the banter. But man. So man. I can't wait too, man. It seems like, I'm sleepwalking on it right now, but I know soon as that date hit, man, and I know it's next week, Thursday, I'll probably be running home and glued to the TV just to see that first game. You know what I mean? So I can't wait. Is it next week, Thursday, or the Thursday after next?
The Thursday after.
The Thursday after next, right? Not this Thursday,
Not
the
this
following,
Thursday.
right? The following,
yeah.
Right after, right. I can't wait, man. After Labor, that's gonna be, that's it. That's our opening day basically for us. And I know Stacks like, that's y'all football heads, and he's a big ball head, but. T, real quick, man, not to pivot off that, man, but we talking. This is Parlay with us. We parlaying real quick. So I just saw something. I seen something today on just flashed through like a news flash. Giannis decides to stay with the Bucks because I know you're a ball head. I gotta ask you that question.
I figured he stayed there. There's no trade out there that's comparable. I mean, you couldn't give him enough for Giannis right now. You have to be.
Yeah, you can't.
You couldn't be enough for Giannis.
I just want to ask that. You said this months ago. We talked about this weeks and months ago about you had a feeling that Giannis would be staying put. I just thought that if he wanted to win something else, he would have to step off. That's just my feeling. Maybe I'm wrong.
He probably fuck around. There's a decent piece over there, Stoney. As down as the East is, he might ease up. Yeah, he could probably do something. Come out the East fucking around. If they add a piece, maybe a piece or two.
Yep, the East is for the takings right now, man.
Yeah, right.
And I don't want to pivot off the NFL. We're talking preseason, but I just saw that come across my news flash today on some MSNBC. It was on my computer at work, and it was like, Giannis is staying put. That's whoever the sports source was saying that Giannis will be staying put in Milwaukee. So I was going to ask you that question anyway. We didn't get a chance to talk, but I was going to ask you what you think about that. It makes, to me, I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense if Milwaukee's going to put the money up, not for him. He already got it, right? I'm talking about put the money up to add, right? You guys saying add. So if Milwaukee's going to really contend, because the East, regardless of people thinking that the Celtics is going to be like on a downward.
Not at all.
It's not really like that, man. It's not really like that. JT gonna get healthy. Christmas time's gonna come, and then JT's gonna play after Christmas. Trust me, guys. And if the Celtics could stay afloat before Christmas, we talking trouble. So it's not about, and the Knicks is like probably hoping that the Celtics could stay like, you know what I mean? And they could. I know it's gonna be we're talking basketball a little bit, but I'm just telling you, I just feel as though, as far as people, you just saying the East is on the down. I think it's gonna be stressful in the East, man.
It's gonna be rough, man.
It's gonna be.
Still got
rough.
Cleveland too. Don't sleep on Cleveland.
They still got Cleveland. It's gonna be rough. You know this, those facts. I mean, you know more than I do. But I'm telling you, the East is not gonna be a sleepwalk as as people might think it is. Yes, Milwaukee might be able to ease their way in there. You know what I mean, with some additions to what they got going on with Giannis. But the East is gonna be tough.
Yes, it is.
You guys talk about that. These teams like Detroit and all these fucking teams, like, you know what I mean? That's a lot, a lot of hurdles you got to climb over, you know what I mean? Especially when that product didn't work out last year, and the year, the product didn't work.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I got to sleep. I got Orlando Magic being my sleeper team coming out the East, really.
Yeah, I like that one. I like Orlando.
See, look at y'all talking. Look at that. Orlando. I wouldn't even think that.
Yeah,
y'all saying Orlando.
Yeah, they're on their way. I mean, they building something special over there, man. They've been playing. They've been this last couple of years, man. They've been thriving, making strides. They learning each other. They're getting comfortable with that system over there. And I see them making the leap. Everybody sees it. Everybody's gonna be motivated this year, man. The East is wide open, so that's why it's gonna be that interesting to see all these teams going for that number one spot. And they know next season is gonna be their opportunity. With JT down and Halliburton down. That's major.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Yep, you just put something. Yep,
Halliburton's definitely not coming back next year. He's definitely not. And they lost. They lost another player. The Pacers of free agency.
Miles Turner's gone. Turner's gone.
So that's it. And the Pacers, had they stayed intact, they would have been the team. If JT go down, Pacers would have been the team that you had to go through them. And I still think Cleveland too. Cleveland still, to me, they still in that race.
We're gonna get to basketball. I mean, I'm glad we pivoted a little bit because I know it's coming up soon. We're going into September. Basketball, what do you call
the preseason and training
camp will be reporting at the end of September. So you know what I mean? We're days away from September. So I mean that basketball is there too, but football is here. And it's gonna be an interesting season. People are waiting, man. You got the Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh thing. You got the Wilson and the Giants thing. You got the new Patriots coach with Drake May. You got the new Jets coach with Aaron Glenn. You got a lot of stuff, man. Some nice rookie players coming out there, showing up on some teams. You got Penix getting a chance. That's me and Stacks right there. That's Stacks put me on to that homeboy long time ago. Washington, coming out of Washington. Penix, I love this game. Watched him for years. Now he's getting his chance in the NFL. That's gonna be sweet to see, long as he don't get hurt. Knock on wood. I want to see that boy ball out. And we want to see what Dak Prescott gonna do. To tell you the truth, the circle is on him right now. Really, with the Cowboys, like Dak, you got that bread, and you can't get to that NFC Championship. There's a problem.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on Dallas. Hasn't been to they haven't been to the NFC Championship in like 30 years. and counting. They're getting restless over there in Dallas, man. They're getting restless, man. And here we go, another season, and what they're gonna do. I think they're off to the wrong foot, man. They're off to a bad start not signing Parsons. They had to take care of Parsons, man.
Right.
Parsons should have been taken care of a long time ago.
So they could have a solid locker room.
Just a solid locker room. You got your defensive leader. You know, you got that out the way, and you would have gotten him for a reasonable price. They would have signed CD Lamb for a reasonable price too. That's another guy they took too long to pay. They take too long to pay these players, and then they got to overpay them, and that takes away from them signing other players in the offseason. You know, there's other players that they could have went after.
Yep.
They dropped the ball on Derrick Henry.
Yep.
Derrick Henry, they should have gotten him when he was available, and
that would have helped back.
There's a lot. It's just Jerry Jones, general manager's not working. It's just not working, and that's what's costing them.
But it's been not working.
Right,
for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You said it, for 30 years. I mean, another team. Stacks, it's your team, and we just talked about it. San Francisco, another team.
Yeah, they
window. What about their window, Stacks? We talked about this before.
Their window's been closed. I mean, obviously they're going to compete this year. I would say they're going to compete in that conference, but as far as that Super Bowl window, that shit's closed.
Do they still have McCaffrey?
Yeah, CMC's still there, but how much longer can you depend on a running back? You know what I mean?
Injury after injury.
Yeah, it's time to rebuild. I mean, they did trade for Brian Robinson from the Washington, so that's saying something. But
that was a good trade.
Yeah, they got rid of Debo. Now the the other kid's still nursing the ACL. Ayuk. Yeah, you got Ricky Pearsall. You got Juwan Jennings, who I think is underrated, but they still got some. They got some work to do. They lost some pieces on defense, two key pieces on defense. So yeah, they rebuilding over there. I mean, they've known the draft well. So let's see what they turn out.
Let's see what they put out. Yeah, you're right. They know the draft well. That's a good point that you just made there about San Fran. Yeah, and they got a great coach. Yeah, I like him. I like him. You're right. There's some teams out there. Next question. We talking about NFL preseason teams, just teams that on the peripheral. What we're looking at. What about the Raiders? Pete Carroll and that shit. What they got? What do you think that what is that about over there?
Be nothing. They'd be all right. Raiders may be.
You think Pete Carroll made a move? You think they made a move by putting their stock in Geno?
Nah, man, that's just a backup plan. Pete Carroll just Pete Carroll. I think he just keeping that seat warm for somebody to come and get that job. I don't think Pete's gonna be there long term. Fuck, Pete about 80 years old.
I know.
Yeah, Pete's old.
I know. He's older than Bill, right?
Yeah.
Pete. He's up there, and just like Stack said, they just, they getting that seat warm for that next person. But hey, let's see if he has any of that Pete Carroll magic on his team. This team got potential. They
do got potential. They got these guys on that team.
It's some pieces up there. They're just in a bad conference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're in a bad conference.
And they're in a conference with KC,
San Diego,
Denver.
San Diego, they all might make the playoffs. Put it that way. That division is just loaded, man. There's high expectations from all those teams. Denver.
And Cincinnati's in that.
Nah, Cincinnati.
No, they south. Right.
Ravens and them boys.
Ravens and them. Yep. This is AFC West. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So there's that's tough, but they got that rookie. They got that rookie sensation, man. That running back, Genty. So that's gonna be an attraction that people will gonna want to see how he plays. I don't know how the offensive line is, but he's that good that he could get around there. So that's the person you want to watch on the Raiders and how they use him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So
next team I want to question you guys on, if they would take a leap. This has nothing to do with their preseason record or what they do in the preseason, but Chicago. What do you think about this kid? Y'all think this kid got to get a chance?
I think they got a potential to make a huge leap, man. They also got a good thing going on. They got a good coach. I think he was the offensive coach over there in Detroit, Ben Johnson. So they got an offensive wizard. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he uses Caleb Williams and Swift. There's a rookie on that team, a rookie running back that I drafted in my fantasy because they like him out of camp. He's fast, elusive. He looked like he's gonna get some work. But yeah, Chicago, they could make a leap forward this year. I don't see why not. This is Caleb Williams, second year.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got a good coach that's offensive minded. They got some key pieces. So yeah, I Chicago, they could do something. I think
the problem with them is they're in another tough conference. I mean, they're in the conference with Detroit, Green Bay, and Detroit, Minnesota. Right. Yeah, so they're in another tough conference. And Caleb Williams, man, I expected to see a little bit more. I don't understand that coach was stupid last year, but then in the preseason he struggled. They say he's struggling picking up the playbook right now with the new coach.
Yeah, that's why I asked that question. Shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube, Facebook thing. But
and Chicago's on the clock too.
That's why I asked that question, because I heard he's struggling again in the preseason.
Yep, he's struggling picking up the playbook.
Not the preseason, but in camp. Yeah, struggling in camp.
Struggling picking up the playbook, man. Just I don't know, man. It looked like we dodged a bullet by not drafting that kid, man. I'm sorry. I think I would have took Jaden Daniels and Drake May. I think them two quarterbacks. I mean, it's still out to be seen. But it's still out to be seen. But
that's good being fair. You're being fair. You're giving the kid another year. You're giving him. That's like with Polk and the Patriots, the wide receiver. The kid can't be that good hands in Washington, getting the ball thrown through him from Penix, and then he gets to the NFL and
he's out for the year.
Polk. He's out for the year?
Out for the year. Jalen Polk is out for the year.
This dude can't catch.
He had a shoulder injury.
He can't catch a break.
Yeah, that's what happened.
He's done. He's done with the Patriots. That's it for him.
Maybe not, man. I mean, let's see what happens.
How many years you get as a rookie? 3?
3. That's what I'm talking about. 3.
So this is his second year.
That's what I'm saying. Next year he'll be out. That's it. I'm telling you. I don't think you think he's gonna come and make the team next year? Just think about it.
We got to see. He's young, man. When you're young like that, man,
he's 23 years old. Like
he's young, man. I don't think it's too late for him. He's just gonna have to really step up next year, next camp. He's gonna have to step up. He's gonna have to be ready to go, and he's gonna have to really impress the coaches. Like it's a show out year next year for him. It's his 3rd year. Definitely. I
feel bad for him because the kid's hands was nasty in Washington. So I don't know what happened with him, bro. Really.
And he has he got a great body type receiver, but he got a great
that's what I'm saying. I don't know, like strong hands, could catch the ball like real good. Like I don't know, man. I seen him catch some shit from Penix, man. Like some real route shit. Like that's why I'm like, how did he struggle so bad? But on to the next one. Another team I've been thinking about, and it's a player that I've been thinking about, and I'm talking about his progression. We like what we've seen out of him for the past couple of years. What do y'all think about Green Bay and the young boy there? What's his name?
Jordan Love. I think he needs a good year this year, though. I think he's their quarterback. I mean, they gave him the bread off of unsigned, unseen kind of type shit, but I mean, he's got to have a good year. And that team is so young on offense, man. I think the oldest one there is the running back Jacobs, but the receiving core is young. They were hurt a lot. He young. It's a young offensive team, man. I mean, I think
he had some good splashes, man. You do see them flashes. He looked great. He looked good. Yeah. We was all sold on Love, like when the season before when he really was breaking out. Last year he had that hurt, had a kind of up and down with the injuries, but that's why I mentioned Love, because I want him. I don't think Green Bay should jump the gun on anything. I think he is the franchise there. Just keep him upright and keep him healthy. He has the tangibles. I like Jordan Love in Green Bay.
He has a thumb injury nursing right now. Yeah, so he should be fine, but his thumb
should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, okay. He should be fine. A thumb that should heal, like, as long as it ain't no crazy ligament, he should be fine. Other teams I'm thinking about, man, the NFL, man. Oh my gosh, Buffalo. Your boy got married this summer or this off season. He restructured his contract, Allen, and he said seems like he's saying he's more motivated than ever because it snuck past him again, right? I'm not even trying to clown or throw shade, but it snuck past him again. You know what I mean?
That franchise might have a black cloud over the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I'm throwing out these little gems to you guys because we've watched this for years, man. Come on, like y'all. Come on, be serious. That's like saying the Jets. I just said Aaron Glenn and the Jets. Good luck to y'all, but we already know, like, these places are cursed. We broke ours, but I'm saying
they might have. Look. The Lakers couldn't beat the Celtics for a long time, and they finally broke through. Teams break through eventually. I mean, if he makes it again against Mahomes, I like them. I would pick them. I mean, it's just think about it. Mahomes,
not me. I got to see it.
I think Mahomes is taking. I think they're gonna take a step back. Travis Kelce's getting older.
No, but no. You're right. They got to move on from Travis. They're going to
take a step back a little
bit.
Why
can't they move on from him yet? Why?
Because his numbers are still good.
Yeah, he's still productive. He's just not.
Productive. He's still productive, and right. He should be. I mean, for what he's done for that franchise, he should be allowed to go out when he wants to. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So for what he's done,
I'll give that to y'all.
He's still productive. He's just not as productive, but he's still.
Yeah. I know.
Somebody look for on that field.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk over. I'm not trying to talk, but I know for one thing, Stoney, not to talk over you, but I know for one thing, if Pat Mahomes want to win a next couple, they better start getting younger on offense and drafting nice too. Because if they don't, it's going to be another struggle season.
They usually do draft good though. They
usually do, but I think what Stoney's saying is that window. Remember when, and it might happen because he's still young, but remember when Brady had that gap?
Yeah, right after he won it back to back. That's the same thing. This guy
that might happen to them. That might happen to them, and I don't think in this era is sustainable to have that type of gap. Maybe in Brady's era that he sustained that gap, but I don't think Pat could sustain that gap between winning again. I think they got to get right back on the horse, bro.
They'll be fine. I mean, look, they got Worthy. I think he's gonna be he's gonna be an all pro this year. Worthy, he's gonna be that guy that they expect him to be. Their running game is pretty solid. They getting Rice back. They top wideout that they lost last year. Mm-hmm. He's coming back. Their offensive line's intact. So they good. I just feel like Philly kind of showed the league how vulnerable this team can be if you got a good pass rush and you got a good secondary, So once that happens, it's like that. It's like,
but at the same time, same time as you saying that, Cook and Stacks, y'all both know if KC had the personnel and the speed at wide receiver, I think they would have been able to do some work on Philly in that Super Bowl. They didn't have that personnel.
I think Philly, be honest with you, Philly should have beat them the first go round. The first go round in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree.
Should have beat them that time. And I think that front four, that Philly defense ain't no joke.
Oh, yeah, no. I ain't gonna lie. You're right. There was nothing you could do against that front four.
They was getting the pat with just the front four. They wasn't blitzing to nothing. It was just four guys just getting to them.
You're right.
And they had a good, and they secondary solid.
Secondary. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from Philly. Philly did play. They played a whole solid season to win the Super Bowl. No, they did. I ain't gonna lie.
That team was put together well.
Yeah.
They might fuck around. They could be the next one. They got
They
a
could
chance.
do
They could be that next one.
Yeah,
They could be that
they
next
might
one.
go on a little run right here. They
Yeah,
They could be.
Philly could be that next. They could
You
be
could
that.
be.
They
They built
back to
for it.
back,
They
ain't no
built for it. They
question.
built for it.
Yeah, they built
They
nice.
built for it. They built for it. You're right. That's
And
a good.
they draft
That's a
picks still
good.
panning
Good.
out.
That's a good analogy. That's a good outlook. Stacks. You're right. All those teams we talked about, and you're right. Philly could be that team that can do this shit. That could do that again. Yeah, you're right.
They might fuck around, go on a little run.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep, I agree.
Turner fan, what it do? What it do? What it do, fam? What it do? Thanks for coming through, man. Turner, man. Good shout out to you, man, coming through on the Facebook side of things, man. Streaming in from the Facebook, man. Good luck. I know that Stacks people, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Steve O.
So yeah, man, we talked about some good teams. So let's talk about it, man. We got a couple, about a few minutes to go. No rush, no fuss, but we went through a lot of good potential teams that would look. Oh, one last team I'm going to mention real quick. Two, and they both LA teams, and I want to get y'all opinion. What do y'all think about Chargers first? Is the Chargers healthy, and do they have the personnel now to really contend in the AFC? And and is the Rams still there with the quarterback that they have?
Yeah, the Rams. Well, Stafford, he's battling injury right now, but he should be all right. But he
And isn't this year 2 of injury prone Stafford?
No, yeah, 100 of injury prone Stafford.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like a back-to-back type of thing. Wasn't he injured last year?
Hurt every year. He's hurt every year.
Yeah. He's been
shout out to him. He plays through a lot of shit, but he's always hurt.
Yo, they almost beat Philly.
Yeah,
they almost beat Philly, man. Me tell you, Philly got lucky, man, because they were driving, man, and man, it was snowing that day. They are so lucky, man, that defense came up. That's what happened. That's what happened on that drive. That defense came through.
Right.
But they had Philly on their heels in the snow on the road. So that they're gonna always be there, man. As long as they got McVay, the Rams are always gonna be around.
Yeah, I like McVay as a coach. People talk about McVay, but he's a young, innovative guy. He knows how to coach. He likes those. He likes that. He's one of them player type coaches. I like him, young dude, player type coach.
But I like the Chargers.
Hey, I don't know. This is someone new, and I got to give him a shout out. We always got to give people who shout out. I've never seen this. What's up?
We just said that out there. Yeah, we right, man.
617 Authors. Shout out to 67 Authors. Shout out to him. They did almost beat Phil. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for coming through, Arthur. I never seen you on this on our live. We do this all the time, every Sunday, man. It's Parlay with us, man. Live podcast. Coming from the Boston side of things. But the Rams. I asked a question about the Rams because I know Stafford is a health thing. I know they have some good youth out there. They got Stacks guy out there. He knows how to pronounce this kid's name better than anybody. Nakua.
He went high yesterday in the draft too. He went
super
high.
I got him too, Stoney. I got him too.
I wanted him, man. I
want him to stay healthy. I like the way that kid plays. He plays strong. He plays
top 5 fantasy receiver for sure.
Yeah, he's good. I like that kid, man. Nakua. The Rams is there. So then what? My next question is the Chargers. What do the Chargers got bringing to the table? Now new head coach Harbaugh been there going on year 2, right? So you got Harbaugh year 2, and they probably made some moves on their team. What do you think about the Chargers making any kind of noise in the AFC this time around? They always seem to flutter, but what do y'all think about that?
They lost their all-pro offensive lineman in Slater.
Huh?
They lost a great lineman in Slater. That's like their number one guy. But I like their team. They got that rookie Omari in Hampton. That's gonna make some noise. They got good receivers. They got their quarterback. They got a lot of good things going on over there. It's just that offensive lineman that I feel like they could recover from that, but it's hard when you lose your number one lineman. I think he was the tackle, right? Stacks?
Yeah. He was tackled. Not only did number one, but he was top 2 in the league, top 2.
Yeah.
And who did they lose him to? Turner fam said, "Yeah, your boy Hampton's going to be a beast." Cook. Yeah, he said Hampton's going to be a beast.
He's going to be a beast. And they like
so
to run
who did they lose their tackle to? Since he's saying he's the number 2 tackle in the league,
he got injured.
He's out for the year.
Wow.
Right. So that's it's always tough when you lose your all-pro tackles. It's tough because that's what they like to do. They want to run the ball.
Arthur said that the linemen are getting weaker, but he said he believe in them. Arthur, I don't know if you must maybe follow them on. I don't know where you coming from, what side of the world you coming from, but what about they line that's weaker besides losing one guy?
Yeah, that was the big loss though. That one dude, that guy. Every offensive line got that one guy.
The anchor of the line. Then
the
blind side. You run the blitz to the other side, not his side. Right.
Exactly.
But fellas, I gotta hop off here. I gotta run real quick.
That's no thing, Stacks, man. We're gonna catch up with you again next Sunday. We'll be back at it. We'll see Stacks next Sunday. Stacks, holla. All right, be easy.
Later.
Yeah, so that was Stacks, man. Stacks had to dip out. He got an engagement, but we're going to keep it pushing, man. We got a few more minutes on this live. So me and Stoney will be finishing it off for you guys, man. So with that being said, next man up. You're damn right, Turner. Next man up, man. That's how it goes, man.
They should be all right. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. He's an all-pro. He's the blind side. He's that quarterback's blind side. But they could make up for that. They're gonna probably have to improve in other areas. And Herbert's gonna probably have to get rid of the ball quicker. There's other things they can make up on the other side of things to make up for that loss. So they'll be fine. They're a very talented team. They got a good coach. They're gonna be fine.
Right, man. That's good, man. I'm glad that we was able to run down some of these NFL preseason teams, some of these teams that's looking to be shaking things up this year, and some of the sleepers, man. We talked about some sleeper players. We talked about some fantasy players. It's so funny that you and Stacks talked about fantasy. I was going to put that in part of the title today, is to talk about a little bit of these fantasy gems that's out there. But I'm glad you guys brought that up. But we're going to end this show with some baseball talk, and I'm going to the only part of baseball I'm going to talk about right now, because we're representing Boston. This is a Boston-based podcast, man. To parlay with us, man. Holler at us every Sunday at 8:00. We talk that sports, man. We got that NFL talk. We got that that NBA talk, that baseball talk. We're going into the baseball playoff season right now. Cook and Sean Doe and Stacks, they're into baseball. These guys love the sport. They love all sports. We love all sports, but that's those guys' things too. So man, the Red Sox, man. We talked about this last week. We talked about the Red Sox last week. Pushing the needle, man, and contending, and they looking good, man. I didn't even know that they were doing their thing against the Yankees in this series in the Bronx. Yes. So shout out to the Red Sox for trying to pull this off. I don't know the score right now, but far
they're losing right now.
Yeah, but they did
their thing, man. They won three. They won 3 games out of the 4 so far. They did their job, man.
That's not an easy feat. That's not an easy thing to accomplish, going into the Bronx and taking 3 from the Yanks. That's always the rivalry is back, as we could say. I know it's never been gone, but now both teams are out there contending, and it's hot. It's bringing it back. So I love to see that about when you told me that when you mentioned, I knew they were playing the Yanks this weekend, but when you mentioned Red Sox playing Yanks, man, and they leading the series on this weekend, man, and yo, I was like, wow, that goes to show you they dialed in, bro. That's what I want to say. You might know more about the players, who's running, who's playing, but they dialed in, bro. They dialed in. Let me see what our guys out there got to say.
Yeah, I mean, they playing some good baseball. I mean, now, they did what they wanted to do. I mean, they honestly probably was going for a split, but shit, they did better than we all. They passed our expectations. I didn't think they would beat the Yankees 3 in a row on the road, which was great. Now they're gonna go to Baltimore, and they got a little bit of revenge on their minds because Baltimore beat us in Boston last week. So now the Red Sox, they gotta go over there and beat up on a bad team, man. Baltimore's a bad team.
I was kind of surprised that. I kind of was keeping an eye on that series that happened this week. They let Baltimore come in. It's 2 games, but they should have took care of that business. But Arthur, man, I love that, Arthur. Real quick, I love that. Let's go rivalry. Yes, I love that New York Boston rivalry, man. My family members are from New York, and I always love it when the Red Sox just beat up on the Yanks. That's just 100. Sorry, people. Sorry, my friends. My family and friends. Sorry, Brent. That's what it is, man. You guys always get it from us. I'm gonna always keep pushing it. But let me see who we got. Somebody called Nugget. What's up, Nugget? You look like you're new to the Parlay with Us team. I've never seen your name on the chat before. What's up, Nugget? He said they've been staying strong. It's heating up for the Red Sox. Yes, man. They've been man. I Nugget, real quick. I've been telling Stacks and I've been telling Crook, I've been watching the Red Sox like ever since we talked about them prior to the break. Something happened after the break, and these dudes just went on a tear, bro. I don't know what went down, but before the break, they weren't like, nobody was talking about the Red Sox even getting a wild card in that way. Like, they were out the wild card picture. Remember, they were last or second to last in the division. And now they're right there. That's a big climb. That means they dropped in focus. And I know there's some things that were made, some trades and all this other shit, but something clicked, bro. Something clicked.
That's the beauty of baseball. It's a lot of games, It's a marathon season, You got 162 games. You're gonna find yourself in a dungeon at times. There's teams that they get hot late in the year. They find something. I just think with them, to me, I think the biggest thing that they did was not make any moves at the trade deadline. They showed these young players that we believe in you guys. We like what you're doing, and we think we could win this with you guys. And that gave these guys a lot of confidence, and they playing with that confidence. So I think that helped what they're doing right now. They got a good chemistry going right now, and man, they playing some good baseball right now.
So shout out to Nugget. Nugget, you're new to the Parlay with Us team. Please, Nugget, if you haven't liked and you haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe on both sides of the fence. I don't care if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. Please like, subscribe, and follow. We appreciate it. Please tell your friends, tell your family. This is Parlay with Us, man. We parlay every Sunday and talk about football, basketball, and all sports. And we do this on Thursday nights footballs too. So please check with us and always stay tuned. What is this question? I don't know too much about baseballs, Crook. Please, he says, what's your thoughts on the torpedo bat they are using now in the big leagues? I don't know nothing. Explain that to me real quick.
It's just the type of bat. It's just the type of bat that that they use for like home run contests.
Now is it cork different? Is it?
I don't know the dynamics of this.
Different? Is it hollowed? Is it what?
It's just a type of bat, but you still got to hit the ball.
No, he's asking that question. Basically, is it an advantage with this?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's an advantage at all. And they would have, they would have canceled it. They would have prohibited having that bat. So there's nothing that they're gonna gain an edge. It's just the type of bat. Some baseball players like using that type of bat. I don't know. I don't know if it's lighter or whatever the case may be. I think it's just a lighter bat than the regular bat. But I didn't know too much. I didn't really know that bat existed until this season. But it's you know, it's I don't see there's no edge using that torpedo bat versus the regular bat.
Look, Arthur is asking the same question. I mean, I'm not a baseball professional. I wish Doe was on the show tonight because Doe will probably give us a little bit more on this torpedo bat. But he's saying, would it be implemented into all teams? So you mean some teams are still using a regular wood bat and this new torpedo bat is something different?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Some players like it, you know. Some players like using the torpedo. You know what it is? It's shaped different. That's what it is. It's shaped different than the regular bat. It has a slight different shape to it. But nah, I mean, you've been hitting home runs all your life using. You're not gonna switch it up. And baseball players, they're a creature of habit. That's the ultimate sport for that. You know, they don't change anything they've been doing for a long time. It's just some players are using it for whatever reason, but that's all basically what it is. It's shaped a little bit different. I think that's why they call it the torpedo, because it has that torpedo type shape to it.
Nice.
But it's not illegal to use it in the league. You know,
Nugget, man, thanks for not to cut you, Stony, but Nugget, thanks for liking and subscribing. We respect that, man. You're a new subscriber, part of the Parlay With Us team, part of the Parlay With Us family. We parlay every Sunday, man. We talk and we gather anything you want to talk about. Like that was a great question. That's one of the best questions I've had so far about an instrument in sport. Like, you know, someone saying something about, you know, we talk about Deflategate and all this other stuff, but he asked about a bat that I knew nothing about. And that's great that you brought that up, because now I have to do my research on this torpedo bat and get a more of understanding on this bat. And, you know, the difference between that and the regular wood. What's the name of the bat? What's the name of the regular wood? Louisville Slugger, the regular Louisville. So I want to know what's the difference between those two bats. And Arthur, if you haven't liked and subscribed, or I hope you did. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe, man. We need all the subscribers. We're trying to build a podcast that is organic, straight from the ground up. No bots, no robots, no bots, no fake people. We're real people talking sports. We, you know, what we call boots on the ground, sports fanatics and sports fan. We go to the games. We do all of that shit as friends and stuff like that. So we've been doing this since we've been kids, man. And when it comes to this sports thing, it's just this new world. Let us give us the opportunity to talk about it and engage with people around the country. So, and we engage with people around the world. So, thanks for coming through us, these new guys, these new people that just jumped in, these new subscribers, and Arthur and Nugget. We appreciate it and we love it. We respect it. So yeah, man. Shout out to the Red Sox for keeping it tight. I hope they really get there and make some noise in the pennant. And get there, you know what I mean? Like, sneak up on them, get to that World Series, man. This is Boston all day, fam. We do that, you know what I mean? So I'm putting my trust in the Red Sox to fight through it. I mean, they just look like the team just look like a team to me. Like, it just, when you hear about it, you're watching on the news, you watch the sports highlights, you see that these guys are playing ball. Like it's like
they got a great coach. I mean,
the locker room changed, man. The locker room changed.
I like that. You know, they're a young team. I like the fact that they're a young team. You know, they remind me a little bit of the Tampa Bay Rays, of the old Tampa Bay Rays, where they had a bunch of young players that was just coming up through the farm system, and they was playing good baseball. They didn't really have like a big superstar. They just had a great what they call it, farm system, great farm system. They had a lot of talent coming out that farm system. You know, once the guy leaves for free agency, the next guy comes in there and they just don't miss a beat. So this team remind me of that team. They're young, they playing good ball. There's no superstar. They had one in Devers, but you know, they got rid of him. And it's just a bunch of young guys that believe in each other and they playing like it. But they gotta beat up on these bad teams. You know, when they play these bad teams, they gotta, you know, beat up on them, especially during this playoff stretch where everything counts. I mean, they right there in the thick of it. You know, they're in the wild card race. The division is not out of the range. You know, they could still win that division, but their focus is really the wild card right now. You know, they're number one in the wild card right now. That means they'll have home field advantage when they play that series, the wild card round. They'll be, you know, they'll have home field. So they just got to keep it up, beat up on it. They're about to play Baltimore next on the road. And yeah, they should try to, you know, sweep those guys and just, you know, it's a bad team, man. So they shouldn't be wasting time with these bad teams. Right. Dude, take care of business. That's right. Yes, definitely. They're doing great, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm shocked they won. I mean, I'm not saying that it was impossible for them, but the way they beat New York in the first 3 games, it was very impressive, man. You know, they even won the 1-0 game. They won the 1-0 game. That's the game I watched, the 1-0 game. Right. So they won the low scoring game, the 1-run game, and they spank them in the other games. So they winning in all different ways. So that's good to see. Right. That's good to see. Yo, it was a great show. We're gonna wrap it up tonight. It was perfect. Thanks, Stacks, for coming through. I know he had some engagement that he had to dip out in. Shout out to Sean Doe. We'll see you back soon on the tube. And yo, enough respect to you, Stony Crook, man. This is what we do. We put this show together for the people, and we put this show together to have conversations like this, like we did tonight with newcomers to the Parlay With Us team and show. So yo, man, enough respect. I'll see you again on Sunday, and we'll be doing this again. Yo, shout out to the people out there in the world. Please like, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Please like and subscribe. Share this with your peoples, with your friends, and we'll greatly appreciate it. We got Parlay With Us merch coming soon. Talk to you guys next week. Yo, I'm out, Stacks. Yes, and I'm out, Doe. And I'll see you later, Crooks. Yes, sir. Peace. We out.
God to make moves, Doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog breakthrough.